Right, I'm back. Yeah, thank you for being patient. I did explain previously I was going to be gone for a little while, and that is because of what you see on screen. I went to the Nationals 2 weeks ago at the time of filming, and yeah, I had a brilliant weekend. It was my 5th year going, actually, which is scary. Time's flying. um, but yeah, had a really good couple of days. It's the biggest event of the year for the hobby in the UK. It must be one of the biggest in Europe. And yeah, I spoke to so many people on Saturday. I actually lost my voice on Sunday, which has never happened to me before, but that goes to show I was having a good time. I wish it was more than 2 days, but I think we all know and we all respect how much effort goes in to just getting the logistics sorted for the 2 days, let alone any more. So the organisers do a phenomenal job. It's such a huge event, and yeah, it's brilliant. It really is. I'm looking forward to next year already. Yeah, I could sit here and thank everybody who I spoke to, but the video would be an hour long. But you know who you are. Thank you very much. You're all legends. But I just want to say, Jackie, I've got the little duck up here at the minute that will go in the truck eventually. But your sticker is down there. Sam, your new one's there, and the other new one's down there. And then Ian, I've got a couple of yours on the bottom shelf. The rest of them will go on the cases. But yeah, it's still the bottom drawer. It's getting there. It's like my collection's growing. If you want to see more pictures of the Nationals, I've got a link in the description to my Facebook page where I put them up there. I didn't get many videos. There are plenty of videos online already. I see Do URC. I think he's called Rob. Sorry if I got your name wrong. I know we briefly spoke a couple of times up there. Fantastic videos, and I'm not biased, but he used my red one as the thumbnail, which it's nice to see. So yeah, but there we are. Fantastic weekend. Right, this thing, heavy hauler, believe it or not. This is what's left of it. I spent the past couple of weeks stripping it all down for paint. All the parts that are going to be painted have come off, have been stripped down, cleaned, and put in a box. And this is what I'm left with. I am actually going to paint the frame. Well, we're going to have the frame painted from my finger back, because you can see parts of it between the wheel arches, but it will just go gloss black. So I'll just I'll put a bin bag around the front, and then we'll just take the suspension off as much as I need to get the paint on the frame. But everything else is in a box, and it is ready to be taken to a friend's house. I am not painting this truck because I really don't like painting. It's always been my least favourite part of building these trucks. A single colour, okay, that's not too bad. It's pretty straightforward, but if you're like me and you want to do stripes and all sorts of stuff, make your life harder for no reason, it can get a little bit complicated. And over the past few years, the last couple of things I've painted have turned out pretty naff. So I'm going to get help from a good friend of mine, Keith. Now, I mentioned him before. He is the owner of that fantastic model crane and that very fancy trailer, and he's very kindly said if I ever want to borrow it, I can help myself, which is brilliant. You know, friends like that are few and far between. So he's such a nice guy. Basically, he said, I think it was just before Christmas, if you need help painting, let me know. So I said, yes, I need some help. So he's offered to paint it for me, which is amazing. I'm going to help him. As I said, I've got lots of ideas for the livery. Well, I know what I want for the livery, lots of colours. So basically, we've agreed I'm going to mask it. So I'm going to do all the masking, but he's going to do all the spraying. He's going to use a gun, not a can. So that's the plan. It should go really well. Sorry, I'm just going to put pictures up of the Nationals over my voiceover, because all you're looking at is this. It's not much else to show you. But yeah, Keith's going to give me a hand with the painting, which is going to be amazing. In return, he said, can you help me with some wiring? So I said, yeah, of course. So he's got a couple of these that he wants installed, obviously the beer units that I use. He wants them in his trucks. So I've got one of his trucks. I'll get the other one this weekend. When I hand him over all the parts for this, he'll hand me another truck, and I'm going to spend a few weeks wiring for him. Obviously, it's what the hobby's all about, helping each other out. So he's going to help me with the paint, and I'm going to help him with the wiring. So between us, we should be a-okay. So that's the plan. But yeah, I have no idea how long it's going to take. I would love to have it painted by mid-September, and then I can spend the rest of the year rebuilding it and you know, wiring it and getting it fully finished for around Christmas time. That's my target. So we'll see. But yeah, you can see what the truck looked like at the Nationals there with the crane on the back of it. That was the crane's 21 kilos, and obviously the trailer and the truck itself, so there can't be much less than 30 kilos there. Went over the bridge, looked pretty cool. that bridge is stronger than you think. And then before we went to the Nationals, I took the truck to a couple of local meetings, and one of them, this is me, sat on the back of it. So I'm 50 kilos, well, yeah, 8 stone. So yeah, I'm obviously not the heaviest person in the world, but it's still pretty impressive for a model to pull you along. It worked really well with diff locks. All I got to remember about this truck is to disable the diff locks when I don't need them, because it doesn't turn very well when they're locked, obviously. So I thought I broke it at Newark. I took it out of the yard and I was driving it around, and I thought, it isn't turning, it's just not turning. And then Keith looked at me and went, turn your diff locks off. I was like, ah yes, that would help. And then all of a sudden I got steering back again. So yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping this turns out really well. I've got a cool idea for the livery in my mind, and then once that's done, I'll get the stickers, of course, from the best stickies, and then we'll crack on with the rebuild. So yeah, should be really good. That's pretty much all I've been up to and all I'm going to do now for the next few weeks. So you probably won't see a video again until September. I do apologise for that, but it's just the nature of what's going on at the minute. But anyway, guys, I'm going to disappear and crack on. Hopefully, the next time you see this truck, it will have some colour on it, and then we can crack on. But until then, I hope you have a good summer. All right, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'm going to disappear and hopefully be back in September time. Cheers.